Greetings, my name is Del Ruff, and I'm the director of the North Carolina Center for After School Programs. I do apologize for not being present today, but I do thank you for the opportunity to pass along some information about NCCAP and also to field any questions in the future via email or phone call that you may have. NCCAP is located in Public School Forum in North Carolina. The Public School Forum in North Carolina is one of our oldest educational think tanks. Matter of fact, we consider ourselves a think and do tank. And the fact that we're not only looking at educational statistics, trends, and analysis, but we're also looking at how do we put those practices in play to make sure they are the best educational trend and analysis for our state in education. We are also a founding member of the National After School Alliance. This After School Alliance has currently 48 states. This is currently where I'm at, is our national conference. NCCAP, along with South Carolina, Georgia, California, and Florida, were the first to come together to begin the After School Alliance. And now, currently, NCCAP will be the national representative at the National After School Association. This association is primarily focused on some of the same things that I'll talk about later on in our 4 pillars around professional development, technical assistance, major convenings, advocacy. All of those things we feel are part and very important of the work that we do. NCCAP's mission and vision is an important part of the work that we do. These drive our basic tenets around quality, support, advocacy for expanded learning, and after-school programs in the state of North Carolina. We also look to our mission and vision to support the communities, the parents, and all stakeholders that have a vested interest in expanded learning and after-school programs. NCCAP works on 4 pillars. The first pillar is as a supporter. In this role, NCCAP ensures that it offers professional development and technical assistance to programs that have the need. It also supports through writing letters of support for grant applications, and in many cases, providing fiscal support for experimentation in best practices and trends in after-school and expanded learning programming. NCCAP also acts as a convener. For the last 11 years, NCCAP has had its Synergy Conference. Synergy is a collaboration to bring together all of the after-school and expanded learning providers across North Carolina and more recently across the country to find out best practices and trends in after-school and expanded learning programming. NCCAP also acts as an advocate with state, local, and federal policymakers, school systems, universities and high schools, and also now with the grassroots science museums for collaborations, fiscal equities, and best practices around expanded learning and after-school programming. Finally, NCCAP acts as a research and evaluation element in expanded learning and after-school programming in North Carolina. Part of our current research is around minority students and computer science in the out-of-school time environment. We are also currently evaluating 3 particular programs around effectiveness in the out-of-school environment. Some of our opportunities to collaborate are listed here. There are many more. For example, hosting convenings, NCCAP is moving towards a regional model in which we'll be looking to provide professional development, technical assistance at the grassroots level many times during the year instead of just utilizing just Synergy. We want to now go to the grassroots level and begin to get people to work together in a regional approach to improve expanded learning and after-school programming. Also, we know that research right now in the effective practices is really key. So the science museums, there may be things that you all are doing that we would benefit from that research, or we may actually come up with ideas together. And there may be opportunity to look at what is our best practice around utilizing the science museum in a particular area to impact academic growth or to impact social emotional growth in students, many different things that we can do on the research front. Communicating those messages. How do we communicate what's going on in each other's area? So in the region of science museums, are there special exhibits or things that we can now, you can generate one single point of contact through NCCAP as one of your means of communication, and then in turn can send that message out. NCCAP has currently a little over 3,800 subscribers to their After School Observer. We have not that many folks that follow us on Twitter, but we are tweeted out by some major entities across our country. And we also, of course, have the Facebook page. But if you go to our website, www.nccap.net, you'll see that we're actually changing it, but we generate a couple of hits, a couple of hundred hits a day around after school information. Finally, the development of grants together, there are opportunities for us to really collaborate with grant writing across our state. One example, we've just worked with one of the Natural Science Museum to secure a grant that they have that will be helping them to get some after-school programs to participate in their grant. And so we wrote the letter of support. We are also working with the Science House in that same regards. So that's a collaboration hopefully you guys will hear about today that we are also involved in. And NCCAP is also looking to utilize science museums in a grant that we are now placing out. And these are funds that we receive from philanthropic groups for STEM. A part of the requirements for the after-school expanded learning programs will be to utilize science museums in their regions. It will be 10 after-school or expanded learning programs who will build their STEM activities from professional development that they will receive around understanding by design. And a part of that, we are encouraging them to utilize those funds to go to the Science Museum. In there, they'll be looking for mentors, a mentorship plan they have to develop as well. So as you see, there are many opportunities to collaborate, and those are just four that I could think of to put in this presentation, but there are many, many more. It could be serving on our work groups and committees, being a part of the advocacy, all of those different things really have opportunity for collaboration. In closing, I want to thank you for your time. Again, I do apologize for not being present. You can find more information about us at www.nccap.net. There you will also find our roadmap of need, which is where we rank all 100 counties in North Carolina based on their need. You'll find synergy information, including registration. You'll find more contact information for myself, our clearinghouse practices, information about programs, etc. At the Public School Forum's website, www.ncforum.org, you'll find out more information about our policies, our policy work. You'll find our top 10 things to address in education in 2015. You'll find out information about our Beginning Teachers Network that we're just beginning, our Institute of Educational Policymakers, and the Educational Policy Fellowship Program, which I encourage, if you've not been a part of or if you've not heard of, to definitely explore that program as a part of your own professional development. Feel free to also contact me at my information below. Stephen, I thank you formally for this opportunity, and I know that if there are any questions that he can answer, Stephen will be able to answer those. If not, he'll direct those to me. Thank you for your time.